The Formula One drivers' market has been reset thanks to Lewis Hamilton after the British driver announced his shocking move to Ferrari just a couple of weeks ago. And that's obviously led to many speculations over just who will fill those big boots. Many drivers have been linked to replace Lewis Hamilton at Mercedes. While Carlos Sainz seems like an ideal swap deal for Mercedes, a new driver has put up his candidature before the start of the season itself. Fernando Alonso has suggested he could be targeted as a replacement for Lewis Hamilton at Mercedes. Imagine that. The man who partnered Lewis Hamilton, only to have a massive fallout with him, is now vying for the very spot that is left vacant by his foe. Fernando Alonso has in fact emphasized that he is the only world champion who is pacey enough, one of the few fast men on the circuit still left, available without a contract beyond 2024.
Lewis Hamilton's shock move to Ferrari for the 2025 season has created a lot of buzz in the Formula One market. Not only has it set up a brand new era at Ferrari, but has also opened up the debate of his replacement at Mercedes. Mercedes, who won 6 World Championship titles with Hamilton, are on the lookout to fill the big void. And they need to seal the deal, at least in their heads, as soon as possible. Given Mercedes' stature, a lot of big names have been linked to the Silver Arrows. One ideal candidate would have been Carlos Sainz. It's fair to say that no one had Sainz to Mercedes in 2025 on their driver market bingo. However, with Hamilton replacing him at Ferrari, a straight swap deal seemed to make perfect sense. But has the Formula One market ever been ideal? The market is as straight as the curves of the Bahrain International Circuit. One person has put out his candidature ahead of the 2024 season itself. Two-time world champion Fernando Alonso has suggested that he could be targeted as a replacement.
It was definitely a bit of surprise when Lewis announced that he was going to Ferrari. I thought he was going to end his career at Mercedes, but he made that decision. He'll have his reason. For me, logically, there will be more seats available next year if I want to keep driving in Formula One. I guess that's the priority for me. If that's the case, then the first people I'll speak to will be Aston, because they are my team. If that's not possible, if we don't reach an understanding, then there will be more seats available.
While Alonso expressed shock like many of us at Hamilton's decision to move, he himself didn't rule out the possibility of a move to Mercedes. After 2 lackluster campaigns with Alpine, Alonso joined Aston Martin at the start of the 2023 season. An impressive campaign saw the Spaniard bag 8 podium finishes. He also ended the season in 4th position in the driver standings. Alonso's current contract with Aston Martin runs until the end of 2024. His priorities may lie in sticking to Aston Martin. At 42, the 2024 season would be his 21st start on the circuit. And a lucrative move to Mercedes seems superb, especially where he is at currently. Another statement from Alonso that has further ignited speculations on this move to Mercedes was him highlighting that there are only 3 fast world champions, meaning who can set the pace on the grid and win championships. Only one available post this season.
There are only 3 world champions on the grid, and I'm the only one available for 2025. So I'm in a good position. On a move to Mercedes, there has been nothing at all. I know the driver market has started earlier this year, but this will not affect me in terms of preparing for the season.
But will Aston Martin let their star driver go? Aston Martin team principal Mike Crack has been expressing his desire to extend Alonso's contract. And he didn't hold back even on the launch of their new car, AMR 24. He said,
"We love Fernando. We have a very good relationship with him. He's an integral member of the team. We have a relationship based on trust and openness, and we would be delighted to continue with Fernando into 2025 and the year after."
While the team principal is keen to renew Alonso's contract, Alonso is busy throwing his hat into the ring for the Mercedes gig. Seems like he isn't on the same page as his team boss. The fact that Alonso has not yet chosen to go ahead with Crack's interest says something about where his own interest lies. Clearly, Fernando Alonso is not in any great hurry to renew his contract. And why would he? With the sudden opening up of something lucrative, he would want to keep his options open. And this picture surely fuels the fire more. That's Fernando Alonso's manager, Flavio Briatore, seen with Mercedes team principal Toto Wolff. Briatore took to Instagram to share a picture of himself alongside Toto Wolff. The picture has added more intrigue to Fernando Alonso's statements and his future in F1. Now, whether he makes the move to Mercedes or not, one thing's pretty certain: the upcoming season will not be short of excitement.
From impeachments to inaugurations, if it's a political story, we are on the scene. The race for the White House is heating up.
We're beating Biden.
How dare he say that?
If it's breaking news, we're live with the latest coverage. From the White House, the State Department, and Capitol Hill, we know the issues, but above all, we know the players to bring you the latest in-depth analysis on all the key stories that we're covering. I'm Eric Ham. Join me from Washington here on Firstpost America.